Hi guys, welcome back to the vlog. So today we're going to do a Saigon apartment tour because we moved into a new apartment a couple of months ago and we've not yet made a video about it. So let's jump into it. So this is the view from the door. It is a studio apartment, but that's okay because me and Matt like very close. We don't mind living in close quarters. I mean, it's not the smallest apartment that we've ever lived in. It's also not the biggest, but I think for what we pay for this, it's pretty nice. So when you first walk in, here's the door. We just have like a little kitchen, like kitchenette kind of thing, which is, it's okay for cooking in, but it's kind of a little bit hard. Since we got to Vietnam, I've been kind of conscious of my weight because I put quite a lot of weight on. So I've been trying to cook from home more because Vietnamese food can be quite fattening. So up here I just like keep all the ingredients. I've got like cooking oils, blah de blah, and porridge, oats, whatever. And down here are my unwashed pots because I'm too lazy to wash them. And you might have noticed we have these weird little post-it notes all over our appliances and stuff. That's because right now we're trying to learn Japanese. So I watched a video online and they're like, label everything in your house with the word in the other language that you're trying to learn. So that's what we've got. So we've got like the hiragana writing, and then this is how you say it in Japanese and then in English. So this is like sutobu for the stove. That's an English loan word, hence why it sounds like stove. Anyway, so this is the kitchen. Down here we just got like pots and pans in there, and then we keep a bit of water under there because you can't drink the water in Vietnam. We have a broken kettle because it's broken, it doesn't work, and then just the trash in there as well. And then next to the kitchen, and when I first showed my parents like this apartment, I sent them photos of it, they were like, oh yeah, is this the one that's got the kitchen and the bathroom in the same room? And I was like, no, it's not the same room. Technically there is a wall, but it is kind of weird placement. So it just has like this glass door, and then you go in and it's a really nice bathroom compared to like hotels and stuff that we've stayed in Vietnam. Hello. This is a really nice bathroom. It has a big sink and a mirror, which is nice. Plugs here as well, so you can plug in like any of our hair dryers, shavers, etc. And then the toilet, which is a Western toilet, flushes, and you don't have to do anything disgusting, but this is like the norm in Vietnam anyway. I very rarely have seen like a apartment or anything like that that's got a non-Western toilet. And then we have the butt gun, which is in Europe we don't have these. We sometimes have like bidets, which are like fancy butt guns, but basically you just spray your butt and other regions when you want to clean yourself. Next we have the shower. Now this shower I'm really pleased with because one, it's huge, so you're not standing in like a tiny little box to have a shower, and the pressure of the water is really good, and it's hot as well, which is a luxury in Vietnam because the last apartment we stayed in, we were in like an Airbnb for 1 month, and it definitely wasn't hot. It barely got hot in the mornings, like, and then once everybody in the building had their showers already, it was just like so cold. So I'm so pleased with that. Any time of day you turn it on and it's hot. So let's move on to the more exciting parts of the room. So just to let you in on like what we're doing here, so we rented this apartment for 6 months because we got here in March and we plan to stay here till about August, because in just the end of September my sister's getting married, so we have to go back to the UK, and we're probably gonna like do a little bit of traveling in between August and September. And then so we decided to sign up for this apartment for 6 months, which made it a little bit cheaper for us, and because we're staying here for like quite a while, we've kind of tried to make it our own a little bit as well. It was pretty nice anyway, but we bought a few like decorative items that I thought like making it feel a bit more nice and homely, so I'll show you them what we bought. We also wanted somewhere we could vlog from, like when we were stationary vlogging. So we wanted to create like a nice backdrop. So obviously we've gone with the stereotypical, what I like to call YouTube lights. They make a nice like warm glow behind you when you're doing your vlog. And this was supposed to be like, you know, like a notice board, and we found these really cute card stickers, but they don't stick on very well at all. As you can see, they're all falling off. But I'm hoping I can find somewhere that will print me a sticker, a big one that will cover here, that will be our remotely working logo, which is the logo for our blog. But I've not got that quite yet. And then over here, this is just our sofa. It's not very comfortable, which is a bit of a bummer. But over here we have my favourite thing in the whole apartment, a neon pineapple light. It makes me so happy every time I look at it because it just reminds me of Hong Kong. I always need reminded of Hong Kong because it's a pretty amazing place. So we just turn this on usually at night time, and it makes a nice kind of ambience in the room. And then we have a little coffee table. This is the book I'm reading. Anybody who's not read Jonas Jonasson by now, you should do, because they are amazing. I'm on the final one now, but hopefully he's going to be releasing some more. And then over here we have a TV, and usually we've got no English channels on here. Actually, I think we might have like National Geographic or something, but we usually just plug the switch into the TV and watch YouTube on it, or we'll hook up one of our laptops to watch Netflix. So back there is like our switch dock, a bottle of water and some deodorant. I'm not really sure why. And then a disgustingly untidy tangle of wires. But that kind of just sums up my life. And then we have, over here we have the desk and the isu, which is chair, and the fridge down there. And on top is just like our shopping bags, blah blah blah. And then this desk is where Matt usually works from. We got our speaker for playing our podcasts and stuff. And then over here, on the messy side of the room, is my desk. This is where I usually do my work from, or play Mario Kart, because I've got one Grand Prix to complete, and it's killing me inside. And then there's just like books and notepads. And this guy, we got him on tap this year, so the shop that sells really cute stuff. It's like a Japanese shop, Miniso. They were selling these little tap pigs, so this year is Year of the Pig, so we thought we'd get one because it's pretty cute. And then down here we have the scales, so I can routinely check how fat I've got and do nothing about it. And then over here is where the magic happens. No, this is just the bed. But I'm actually really pleased with this bed because it's so comfortable. Sometimes beds in Vietnam can be a little bit uncomfy or a little bit too hard for like compared to what we have in Europe. But this one is so comfy, and I have a lot of problems with my back, so this is like great for me. And then my piece de resistance, Duffy and Shelly. When we went to Hong Kong, I finally got to go to a Disneyland that stocked Shelly and Duffy stuff. They had whole shops for it. Oh my god, I was in dream. And then I got my Shelly May. So that's why she's a bit whiter and cleaner than Duffy is, because Duffy, I've had him for like ages. He's my little backpacking companion. So he's got a little bit more disheveled than Shelly has. And then that's basically all that we have on the inside of the apartment. We have another little desk over here, but it feels kind of like, let me show you, it's like so enclosed next to the wardrobe, and we don't really use it for anything because it kind of just feels gross. And then just like some bedside tables, and then we have the balcony, which is a really nice balcony. We don't really sit out on it that much just because we haven't got any furniture, but it's nice to be able to like open up the door and let some fresh air in. I say fresh air, this is Saigon, but you know, we take what we can get around here. And then we have quite a nice view out of our apartment, so you can just see the street below, and we live in Thao Dien, so it's kind of green, very nice and green. And then over there in the distance just here, that is the landmark 81 building. So I just thought you'd want me to talk a little bit about how much we pay here for our apartment, and I'll show you later as well the other amenities that we have here. So for this apartment we paid 1 month's deposit, which was a full month's rent. And then on a monthly basis we pay our rent with our Wi-Fi and all of our other things like the pool and water are included, so that costs us $470 per month, which compared to what we used to pay in Hanoi is quite a bit more expensive. But things in Saigon are more expensive than they are in other parts of Vietnam, but that's because it's kind of a different city, so yeah, it's very international. There's access to like lots of Western brands, you know, all these things, shopping malls that they didn't have in Hanoi, so that kind of increases the price of property here because it is more of like an international hub. But it's still not, compared to what we pay in England, it's still not expensive. On top of that, we pay like about $30 a month for our electricity, and that's mainly because we use a hell of a lot of aircon because it's so hot here. Like the whole time we've been here, it's been like 34 degrees, so we have the aircon running like most of the time throughout the day unless we're out of the house, so that's why the bill is quite high. Other than that, we also have a pool and a shared area like in this building, which I'll show you in a minute. That's actually down there doing some work now, but it's kind of nice for us because there's like a lot of tables we can just set up and work, and it's right by the pool, so when you get a little bit hot or tired you can just go for a dip and then get back out and do some more work, which is really nice. So now I'm just gonna get changed and then I'll take you down to see the pool and shared area, so let's go. And here's the hard worker, hard at work. Hello. In a Vietnamese metropolis. This is the shared area, so we have like loads of nice tables and everything, and they just recently got these comfy lounge chairs to go by the pool. And this is the pool, which is perfect for exercising, doing lengths. It's not that sunny though, but that's okay for me because I get sunburned too easily anyway. And over here we have the shared kitchen, which we can use. Has a lot of the same stuff as our normal kitchen has, but it's easier to cook here because we have four burners that you can use and 2 microwaves, which we don't have upstairs, so it is a little bit easier to cook like a full meal down here. I hope you enjoyed our Saigon apartment tour, and now I'm gonna chill out, get in the pool and do something more fun than making this video. Later! Travel vlogging is not easy.